Hello, here's a small video to explain you how to handle the new waves. So you can see when you select a smart water wave, you can wave on or off, and you can have some error message as well. For example, if you don't have the right plane, let's choose a classic plane. That's a plane, normal plane we use for a smart water, usually small plane with low poly. And if I go here, I can see I have error number of vertices 600 is too small for waves. Use a larger mesh like the one. So that means your plane is not big enough for making waves. If you select the on off here, it's gonna do something not good. So in that case, you just go to the plane mesh filter and you select another. You look for plane, and there is one. You see there is one simple plane and one more complex plane. You select the more complex plane. Has 32,000 triangles, so it's not a good idea to use it on mobile. And now the error message is gone, and if I put the waves on and off, I have enough poly to make the waves now. The real waves are here. That's the mess from the Gerstner algorithm. Actually, there are 4 waves together. They are here. 1 wave here, 2, 3, and 4. So when you change the parameters here, you change the parameters for the first wave, the second wave, or the third waves, or the fourth wave. If you want them to do exactly the same thing, you just put the same parameters and then they're gonna move at the same time. If you select very different parameters, then you can have different type of waves that will be more or less realistic. It's good to use what I did before. I spent some time to make a good model, but you can play with that. I've made 5 sliders to make everything more easier, because if you have to play with this, you're not gonna do anything good, or it's gonna take you forever. So the intensity is just affect the normal. You can see the normal a little bit different. Just play with that. Amplitude, very easy to understand. Just be careful with the amplitude, because the more amplitude you have, the more far away from the original grid you go, and then the buoyancy is gonna look fake, because the collision can only be made on the flat grid, because the deformation is made on the GPU, and the CPU cannot see the grid deformed actually. So the collision are not made with the deformed mesh, but on the original flat mesh. Anyway, so the frequency is something, well, you can see, you can play with that. Is just give you a way to control the number of the mesh, but at the same time it rotates. You can see it rotates the waves, and you can make the waves go in another direction by playing with that. It starts from 0 here in the middle, and you can select negative values or positive values. The stepness is something you have to touch very carefully, because it's make the deformation on the waves. Too much deformation is something that's gonna make a lot of artifacts. So usually you have to stay between 0.1 to -0.1, but you can play whatever you want if you want to be crazy. And the speed is how speed the mesh gonna move. Yep, very slow. And so the color affect the waves. So for example, when the waves go down, the color is more visible. so you can see the green is more at the top of the wave, and the main color is at the bottom, so it's getting dark when it go down. If I select only the colors here, put a lot of color, no grab path and no refraction, you can see very much the color here. I'm gonna put this blue here, and you can see how the blue and the green mix together. You can see the green is more around the objects. So that was the little tutorial about how to play with the waves. I hope you enjoy it. See you.